Hey guys, welcome back to Deadly Premonition, Part 4. So first off about the audio, I've started messing with it a little bit more. I've noticed some white noise in the background, and I was talking with my mod about it, and she's noticed it too. I've done literally everything I can to minimize anything that might be causing that white noise. So we're not really sure what it is. I turned my fans off in my room. I did turn the one in the hall off, but I didn't bother this time because I need to not be dying in 100-degree weather. And we think it could be my laptop fan or the fan that I have it hooked up to, even though both are kind of quiet. But, I mean, it is running a streaming program. And, you know, it's processing the capture card and uploading to Twitch and everything. So it could be that. But anyway, I apologize for the poor audio quality. I'm literally recording out of my bedroom. It's the best I can do. I mean, it's the same with my computer that's still in my room. So I'm recording out of my bedroom. It's the best I can do right now. Hopefully one day I will have a far better setup. That's the best I can do. So I off screen I got the weapon bag just because the dart minigame can be very tedious. And I'm ready to go for the day. Oh, I'm glad it doesn't bother you. It bothers me because I can hear it, and I'm like, and like I agree with one of my favorite YouTubers. He says that audio quality is something that's very important to him, and that's like kind of what makes or breaks good Let's Players. And I mean, I agree with that. So, I mean, I've listened to my fair share of Let's Players where it's like their audio has only gotten better over the years, and I go back to their old videos and I'm like, wow, I didn't even notice that it got better, but when I go back, it's not that awesome. So, I mean, I can only hope I sort of turn into that. But I mean, I hear it, and it bothers the shit out of me, so I'm like, Anyway, we're gonna go get some lunch, / breakfast. We're gonna go get some brunch with Thomas. But yeah, I'm hoping turning the volume up a little bit more will have, blocked out the white noise a bit. But yeah, we're gonna do that and then continue with the plot. I was hoping to get the first bit of Emily's side quest done, but I'm not gonna have us do a repeat cycle until we absolutely have to, which will probably be after we advance the plot. So, this is a plot advancement episode. Yeah, York's already changed. He's good to go. Like, he's changed, he shaved, I did all that off screen. He's good to go. What am I doing? Thomas is in the office.
Hello?
Please, Thomas.
This turkey sandwich is amazing. So juicy, and the bread. The bread isn't oily at all. Incredible. Amazing how it isn't soggy. I know it's a small detail, but it's really important for a turkey sandwich. Thomas, what is your secret?
Well, all I do is mix a little mayonnaise in with the butter before I spread it on the bread. I mean, that's all.
So mayonnaise is your secret? I should be taking notes.
Yes, otherwise you might mix in custard cream.
Hey! Cut that out, George.
Mayonnaise reminds me of a story, actually. Texas. A branch of a well-known fast food chain. A female customer requests some extra mayonnaise for her burger. The drone behind the counter tells her that they can't do that. So what happens next? The customer draws her firearm, blows the poor guy away.
You must be kidding.
Mayonnaise made her pull the trigger.
Agent York, that's quite a leap from a conversation about sandwiches.
Well, there's a moral to the story. Too much mayonnaise can get you killed. Gotta remember that.
York, you are a paragon of of wisdom. Today is a fine, clear day. Nice day to have a walk. Alright, so let's head to the site of where they found the body to interview the twins, Isaac and Isaiah Ingram. Too much mayonnaise will get you killed. Life lessons from Francis York Morgan. Alright. So a quick thing we can do to save on some gas and some driving time is... And side questing will be far less tedious with our fast travel here. Go to the milk barn. Yeah, when you catch those fish and it's just like consume, it's not like York cooks them, so it's just kind of funny to imagining him pulling a full dead fish out of his pocket and just biting the head off of it. Yep, there's Lily. So it's around 1 o'clock that she heads out to do her errands. Okay, that's good for me to know in the future. I never knew what time, I just knew, like, by a certain time. You needed to get to the milk barn by a certain time before she, decides to head out. Okay, let's see. No, that's the way back to... I hate how that map reorients itself. If I have to bitch about one thing about this game, that's it. Okay, perfect. So, I need to head past the graveyard. Perfect, okay. Alrighty. Oh boy. Well, at least we're continuing the plot. Ah, no, no, no! I forgot. The car can flip for no reason.
So, where shall we go next?
To continue the plot, York. I felt really bad subjecting everybody to side quests for like 2 episodes with only slight plot continuity. I don't think I didn't see that tire go into the cement. Just don't think I didn't see that. There is a character in the graveyard we'll be able to meet. He's just not there right now. There's a whole spot in the game where you can meet everybody in town. Or, like, not everybody, but, you know, like the major NPCs, all the suspects. He's an interesting one. I find him to be pretty interesting. So there is actually an NPC that... There is actually, like, a gravekeeper. And we'll meet him at the town meeting. If I'm remembering, yep, okay, I was gonna say branches right here. Also, if I'm remembering correctly, another fun fact, Sweary reuses a couple of character assets, like the general that we heard about in the last one, the head of the scrapyard, I believe is also from Spy Fiction. Obviously he's not the same character, but like they reused his model and title, and same with another character that we're going to run into later. Okay. Go ahead and restart. I'm heading up to the murder site. Come to think of it, Katie, didn't Twitch give you a lot of problems with your Chromebook? Maybe Chromium and Twitch just do not get along. I mean, then again, I'm running off of Windows, and mine has problems with Twitch. Watching it, at least. Alright, he's there. Twitch itself is a problem child. Does Gladiolus have problems with it?
Zach, is there something here that
Not
you
as
wanna
many
check
as you were
out?
expecting.
Well, just do as you please. We can head to the forest later.
Always save. See, for some reason on mine, it has so many problems just watching things. Alright. So this is the home of the forest keeper, and Isaac and Isaiah's grandfather, Jim. I may as well. I'm not really gonna do any, like the side quests that involve Jim, because it involves fishing, and that can be kind of tedious. And Jim doesn't really warm up to you, so. That's what the inside of his cabin looks like. He's big into fishing. We have to go fishing at some point. Very loud bird claps. We actually have to go fishing at some point, for plot. But, mainly how you get a lot of the trading cards, that allow you to complete the game. That's dense foliage. York's feet are in the grass. Some dense-ass foliage. But, yeah, you get a lot of the trading cards from fishing. And one of them is a renowned trouble spot, which sucks. I parked my car in the parking lot, and it parks it over here. You're a bunghole. Alright. You're, everything working okay now? I mean, it gave me time to save and give a peek into the forest keeper's cabin and everything, so it's not like I was, like, wasting time. Okay, cool. Good.
What are you playing at? You tell us to come here, and you keep us waiting. Is this the way the FBI treats their own people?
Hello, George. I just had some things I had to do.
You really are pushing it, you know that?
I'm sorry if I upset you, but it was important stuff. To me, at least.
That isn't the issue here. We are in the middle of a homicide investigation.
He's not listening, George. I think we both know by now how little he thinks of other people's feelings.
I'll be more careful from now on. I promise.
Yeah, George gets really butthurt.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. It's what everyone calls me.
And you are Jim Green?
That I am, son. I keep these woods.
Well, you're doing a fine job.
Well, I used to be a tree surgeon.
And these two discovered the body.
Yes, my grandchildren, Isaac and Isaiah.
Zach, you see that? Twins. Just like in my dream. We gotta keep an eye on these two.
I'm sorry. Could we talk away from the boys? I want to help your investigation, but I don't want them to hear this.
Very well. Emily, please.
I'll just take them over there then.
Thank you.
Hold on. Don't do anything without asking me. These children were the first to witness the crime scene. I want to talk to them.
Come on, they're just kids. They have no idea what really happened to Anna.
That doesn't matter. You agree with me, right, Zach?
How heartless. Do you ever think of other people's feelings, ever?
Emily's right. That's stone cold, even for the sake of investigation.
Children see things in pure, simple terms. They may have seen something we adults would never spot, and they are here at our request as well. We could at least chat with them and see if they want to make a statement.
Are you serious?
I never joke about matters like this.
Oh my god.
Don't worry. They aren't as fragile as you think. Look at them, standing so upright there. Now then, Isaiah, tell me, what did you find here?
Anna, she was so pretty. She had a red dress on. Her hair was shining. Bright gold hair. There were lots of animals around her. Squirrel, weasel, and a snake. A real snake. We didn't know until then. But we know now. Anna was the fairy of the forest. She was a goddess. She smiled when she saw us. She looked so happy.
That's right, Isaiah. She was a fairy. A goddess. I'm sure she is playing with those animals even now.
Of course she is. Yeah, of course.
Most useful information, boys. Well, Emily, you can take them now. Okay, Zach. This is where Anna's body was. And that means our unknown subject was here too. So, what happened here? Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Uh-oh. Rain. Okay, so I've actually got a couple of things to say. Regarding like the children comment, like, think of the children! Like, I know they're out in the country, so they likely haven't seen or heard as many kind of scandalous things as we have. But, like, that irritated me. Like, that plot point always irritates me when it's like, they're just kids! I'm like, there are so many children that are used in crimes as witnesses. Because they're the only ones who were there to witness something. It's not York being stone cold, and he was actually very nice to the boys. He didn't push them into anything, he just asked them what they saw, and, like, what they thought about it. He didn't, like, make it a big thing about, like, she was dead or anything like that. And they're just like, you're heartless! And I'm like, alright, guys. And then another thing is, the profiling segments, you may have noticed whenever you pick up a clue, you can, like, go through it again. You don't have to, but you can go through it again. Even in ones with kind of short durations like this, I will, because sometimes it's hard to tell what is going on in the flashes that you get. Just due to the angle, it goes for kind of an artsy angle sometimes, or sometimes it just goes for kind of a grotesque, you know, like camera angle, or a very tasteful one where it's trying to show you what's going on without explicitly showing you what's going on. So, I will go through all the profiling things, even if it does seem really repetitive, just so people who aren't catching exactly what's going on at first maybe have an idea of what, you know, like what's actually happening. They have a chance to make it out. Yes, George, I'm going to shine a flashlight in your face.
As you requested, we have permission to stay and look around as needed. But what are you planning on doing?
To examine the scene, of course. Basic Crime Investigation 101. We might uncover some further evidence.
My men have covered this already. I seriously doubt that there is anything else to find.
Well, then you and Emily can wait in the car if that's the case. But I'll take my time here.
George, what are you doing? York, my job. I have to relook over the crime scene in case you missed anything. George, we wouldn't miss over anything. Fuck you. York, alright, go wait in the car. Like, it's not that he thinks you're incompetent, it's that he has a job to do. Zach, look! The depression on the grass. And the glass. I think we have a clue. Also, you get extra money for profiling. There's something else I had to shoot out of a tree around here. There we go. Crosshairs. Stop lagging. Missing piece of a pinheel shoe. Oh yeah, fun fact, they call this in Deadly Prem 2, they call this metaphysical offender profiling. Which is interesting. What York does, I mean. Because he has an insight that a lot of other people don't. Picture of a vest with holes. Okay. Now, where is my unlimited wrench? to head up to get the last piece of evidence. Always reload. Okay.
Haven't seen one of these in a long time. It's upside down. I guess this is meant to be an anti-peace sentiment then.
These holes on the ground were made by high stiletto heels all around here. And this depression here, Agent Morgan, I see what happened here. Hung her from the tree and put on her shoes. Was really enjoying it. Sicko. And he knelt down. And disgusting.
George, you certainly have a vivid imagination. An interesting theory. Don't you think, Zach?
What was his name again? That Hollywood producer.
That's right. Joel. We really ought to introduce George to him, Zach.
Profiling is a little different from writing a screenplay, though. An idea being interesting doesn't make it fact. Let me enlighten you, George. The footprints reveal that one of the heels were missing from the shoes. And they're different from Anna's shoes that we saw at the office. Furthermore, there would be even more disgusting evidence if he did kneel and, well, do as you suggested. If you want proof, go ahead and try it for yourself. He knelt here for a reason other than simple perversion.
Zach, what was he doing in front of Anna?
Now I get it. He was kneeling to pray in front of her. Just like the twins said. She was a goddess. The unsung, or unknown subject, offered prayers to Anna's body. Its big mouth, tongue, massive body. Once dead Anna was transformed from an object of despite into one of worship. So who is Miss Stiletto Heels? The steps are close coming up to the body, and then farther apart going away.
There was a reason to hurry away then.
That settles it then, George. Miss Stiletto Heels is a third party here. She's not the murderer. No one runs away from an object of worship. She could be another victim who was with Anna. Or perhaps an accomplice who fled for some reason. She is also one who took whatever it was Anna was holding on to in her hand.
But why? Why did she leave her here?
Only Miss Stiletto Heels knows the reason for that. She might know something about the man with the reversed peace mark, too. How many women wear high stiletto heels in this town, do you think?
Oh, I should think most of them have at least one pair. I do too, before you ask. But nobody would come all the way out here wearing them. except, well, except maybe one person.
Don't keep me in the dark, then. Who might this elegant lady be?
Diane, the owner of the art gallery. But she's out of town for a big art auction. I heard she'll be coming back in a couple days.
Then we'll just have to give her a warm welcome home. A more immediate matter, then. Where in town can you find something like this? It should be a building that isn't used anymore, with either a lot of metal or metal machinery or something like that.
The old lumber mill.
Then it's time to really get this show on the road. Could you guide me to this perfect setting for extravagant murder?
Alrighty, as always. Savety, save. Gotta love PS3, speeds, bless this system.
The lumber mill is pretty far from here. If that's where she was killed, why would the killer go to all the trouble of carrying her all the way here?
I don't know yet. My profiling instincts tell me one thing is for sure, though. The unsub's personality is totally different before and after the crime. The unsub killed her in a brutal, horrifying way, and then displays powerful adoration after she's dead. Something close to love. That could well be the key to all this. I will say this, though, George. Profiling is a risky business. Of course, if the unsub planted those stiletto footprints himself, well then, everything I've just said falls apart. But there's no evidence that he left those stiletto footprints. I'm sure we have Miss Stiletto Heels to thank for those tracks. All I can do is deduce the unsub's feelings in light of the evidence, and carefully figure the unsub's MO, modus operandi, his way of thinking. It usually unveils something that a normal forensic analysis may overlook. That's my way of profiling. It's not for everyone, but it works for me.
I like how, you see we can't get out of the car now. I like how York actually kind of lampshades this, like, it's not realistic thing by him being like, yeah, not everybody does it, but it works for me. So, that's kind of something else to think about with York. Like, why can he do this when nobody else can? Is it because of Zach? Does it involve Zach? Is it just because York is fucking crazy? Does it have a connection to the other world? What the hell's going on?
When I first joined the force, this lumber mill was still in full swing.
It closed up right when I first moved here.
And now it's totally abandoned.
I presume so. I've never really been inside, so I don't know for sure, but it sure is run down.
Deserted buildings are perfect for criminal hideouts and activities. I keep telling Harry to have the place torn down.
Probably a mistake for that. After all, it's already been used as the site of Anna's murder.
We don't know that for sure yet, Agent Morgan.
That's right, from your point of view. But the perpetrator selected the lumber.
Agent York, you seem very confident about this.
Confident? No. Confidence is a sweet spot between being rude and hopeless. I'm just drawing natural conclusions from the facts that we've seen.
That sounds exactly like being full of confidence, at least to me. And to normal people with common sense.
Common sense can be the opposite of facts sometimes. Bear that in mind.
Oh, I will, Agent York. Thank you for another pearl of wisdom.
Either way, we'll know for sure by simply going to the lumber mill. So keep your pearls of wisdom to yourself, and let's hurry.
Well said, George. Can you step on it, Agent York?
I do like that they were snarking at York about that, but, he was pretty much quoting Sherlock Holmes on that one. I don't remember the exact quote, shame on me, having the entire anthology of Sherlock Holmes stories, but like, what is it, like, I don't remember. Like how, you know, like a fact, like once you've eradicated every other fact, like the one that remains, however implausible, must be the truth. That's kind of the way York, like, that's kind of York's MO, essentially. He kind of looks for the unrealistic, expectations. Also, their ages in this. York is, I believe, 33. He's in his early 30s. George is in his 40s. Mid-40s. Emily is in her mid-20s, her early to mid-20s, and she came to Greenvale when she was about 16. You find all that out through, like, supplemental things, like the guidebook and the 360 version and, like, material online. It's because it's Twin Peaks, says Katie. I mean, Dale Cooper does have the same sort of moon logic, so that's not too bad of a thing to guess. You don't really like any of the cops except Thomas is a sweetheart. Thomas is a fucking sweetheart. I mean, Emily and George grow on you. At least they did for me, because at first I was like, the fuck you guys, but like, they do grow on me. And they do kind of have, I mean, because, like, they are kind of a, not like backwater town, but I mean, it's a small town in rural Washington, so they don't really get a lot of tourists. They pretty much know everybody, and then this guy shows up like, you know, big city slicker, like he knows what's going on, and, like, and for all intents and purposes for them, he's rude. But, I mean, for us, he's not, because, like, we're kind of used to seeing that, but, like, country life is very different. So, I mean, in a little bit of defense of George and Emily. But yeah, they're pretty hostile towards York at first. Their relationships change with him as the game goes on. But yes, Thomas is a fucking sweetheart. Yeah, and he's always late to the important shit to do. I told you we'd
going in a
piss them off.
You two stay here. I can't concentrate on profiling with other people around me.
Now hold on a minute. We're investigating this case together.
Listen, I can't risk the crime scene being compromised by you two.
What are you saying? You're not the only professional law enforcement officer here, Agent Morgan. We know how to secure a crime scene.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. But this is how I operate. Furthermore...
Yes? Furthermore what?
To me, the outsider FBI agent, every citizen of this town is a suspect. You two could be in on this whole thing for all I know. I have to keep suspects out of the crime scene.
How can you say such a thing? Is he making fun of us? We should have left him behind and come here by ourselves.
You're right. I've never been so insulted.
I'm sorry, but I'm just doing my job.
Yeah, York is right, guys. I mean, not that you guys would compromise a crime scene. I mean, because he did say that he had faith in your men, but you could distract him from doing his job.
Did you hear that, Zach? If they're pros, then we should let every first-person shooter gamer out there join the SWAT team.
Oh!
Zach, they're here.
Yeah, also, I need to go in here alone because the other world needs to show up, and you guys can't be here for that. That's an interesting noise. Actually, one that I can hear far clearer with headphones on, which is unsettling. Seriously, I actually recommend when you play this, if you are able to, play it with headphones. Right, I'm in the other world. I have to, whoa, yo, 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 yo. Put my fingers on all the triggers. Fingers on all the triggers. Oh god, thank god, you all take your sweet fucking time. Holy shit. If I was smart, I would have ran back, but it's fine. Alright, I was gonna say, when's she gonna... She's a little bit out of range. She sees me, though.
Amazing. Yes.
Alright. The worst part is about the puddles of black gook is that that the Trombi spawn from is that sometimes they just never disappear, which is awful because it always puts me on edge. Ah, yikes, 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 yikes. Yeah, Katie, there's a lot of your favorite Trombi in here. We are in a lumber mill. He's a lumberjack. That's why we break crates. Okay. This is my least favorite Otherworld section in the entire game. There's one later that I feel drags on a little bit too long, because they do get longer. But, this is my least favorite one. Because it's kind of at a balance where things start to get a little bit, like, they start to ramp up a... Whoop. It's our friend. It's our friend from when we crashed our car.
Just as I thought, Zack. This is where Anna was killed.
Oops.
Too much noise.
OBS disconnected.
We're still missing a vital piece of the puzzle.
Okay, well, that's okay. They'll see everything in subsequent. I know OBS is disconnected, but I have my recording. So it's okay. Twitch is fucking up for me. Don't know about Trisha. Yeah, my recording dropped. Alright, well, those of you here on the YouTubes. There's the Twitch guy holding his head. We'll see if this is just a little hiccup. Or we're going to use the wonderful down detector. Did Twitch crash? I certainly have a problem with Twitch. let's see. Okay. It's no problems at it's stating no problems at Twitch so far. Let me see here. This has got to be fascinating for the YouTube side to hear. It's just me, just me troubleshooting. Oh, this is fun. It's up again. Okay, cool. Hey! So you guys missed the initial profiling, which was all static. So that's okay. And that's, I think, pretty much all you missed. I don't know where it cut off for you guys. We walked into the room and it was like, oh, this is obviously where Anna was killed. And then York was like, profiling start. So, don't worry, I haven't stopped recording, so people on YouTube got to hear me mutter to myself. I told Down Detector I had a problem with Twitch, so okay. He lit his cigarette and started the profiling scene, and I actually accidentally skipped that, forgetting that in PS3 era even some games wouldn't let you pause cutscenes, so it just skipped that by accident. And then he said too much noise. He says that pretty much all the time whenever you start a profiling scene and everything is static. He says too much noise. And I literally paused the game right afterwards. So you guys didn't miss much. I saw that it went out and I was like, oh shit. So we should be okay. And like I said, I show, I'll show the thing after every, like, piece of evidence I collect, the profiling, so. We'll be okay for that. And then, sorry, really quick, let me move this thing that I had from Sunday to Tuesday. Or Thursday. I missed what York said to the other two officers that pissed them off. He told Emily and George that they, just like everybody else in the town, were suspects. And that he couldn't count on them not to compromise a crime scene. Like, he kind of accused that they would compromise a crime scene. And they rightfully got offended at that one. Because York was actually contradicting himself. But yeah, and then he was like, "Hey, you're all suspects right now." So he got mad. George got really mad, and Emily's insinuated on doing something incredibly illegal, which obviously she wouldn't do. But yeah, yeah, and then of course we saw our friend walk in here. Our raincoat wearing killing friend. But here's the good news. Not the red vines growing in place. That's not good news. We do get a 10mm submachine gun. That's why I was collecting that ammo.
Zach, it's almost like an altar. Was the murder some kind of ritual?
Go around FBI and investigating could get you arrested, happy face. I love that we have a true crime expert here. Yeah, I'm wondering what she thinks of York's methods, considering they are very bizarre, and a character in the second game actually goes as far to point out that metaphysical offender profiling isn't actually a thing, and it makes no fucking sense. But the boss that was mentioned very briefly, Abrams, he's mentioned more in the second game as well. Abrams or Abrahams, they changed the name a little bit. It was like fine with the results that York got because he always solved the case properly, so he just let him go about it with his own methods. Well, no, you're not like expert, but you're like, you know way more about true crime than most people I know. Oh, good. Good. This is what I wanted. In an abandoned mill where there's no power. Looks like a key box. It's unlocked. Should we open it? But this is Twin Peaks, so... Key to the engineering section. We're gonna ignore that fucking phone. Yeah, it's Twin Peaks logic. It is. To a point. Even Dale Cooper had things that were based on real life. He was very into like Buddhism and the way people in Hindu did things. Alright, fine.
Where are you hiding?
Cool. I should report to headquarters to give them an update. Help. But yeah, Cooper is actually more grounded than York is, I will say that. Not by much, but he is. But I will say there's a reason for it. Like, we'll be having a what the hell does this mean session after the game is all over. Because there are still some people that kind of cling to theories even when they've been like debunked or disproven because they don't like how it lines up with their headcanon. And in Deadly Prem 2, Sweary even kind of makes it like more obvious, like he just kind of smacks you in the face with it and people still reject it, which I think is kind of funny. I'll take the smoked salmon and put it in my toolbox. I'm not that hungry. Also, that's kind of sketch to be getting smoked salmon from, you know, an abandoned lumber mill. Let's see. Okay, I saved. We're good. God bless America. There we go. Yep, we're on attempt number 2. Yeah, it's definitely Twitch. Ugh. Ugh. Sorry, just the squishy noises. Oh, I hate it. Whatever Trisha called it, Junior Weenie Hut. Back up. Jin. Back up again. Let me refresh. I'm talking to myself, so the YouTube folks have something to hear. Alright. We have a couple of places to save. Oh god, I hate the squishy sounds. That's what I was telling the YouTube people. Alright. Please don't do to me what you did to me last game. Okay. Okay, last game, this guy was right outside the door. And he was shoving his arm down my throat. Whew. Okay. No. No, no. No. You, over here. Alright. Yeah, I was spraying some bullets when I shouldn't have been. That's an infinite spawn area down there. Cool. I'm happy that you see me. So we just get to hear the moans of the damned. Alright. There's still one down there, and that's fine, because then 20 more won't respawn. You just have to hope Mr. Tromby doesn't notice us. Steel pipe, don't need it. Looks like I'll find the engineering section through this door. It won't budge, but I'll look for a key, which I have. What about you? Bar. That's a crowbar. It's rusted all over. Won't budge without a good whacking. Any tools handy, Zach? I have a wrench of infinity. Okay, yeah, but I don't know if what I said, if I got cut off there. About us holding a what the fuck just happened session after the game's over, because we're definitely gonna have it. Because there are fans that just like kind of stick to one theory, and I mean whatever they want to believe is fine. Sweary likes the fact that his fans have theories. Fucking red vines. He does like that a lot. He likes the fact that they theory craft and everything, but to me he makes things kind of obvious, and that actually, the explanation kind of pulls from Twin Peaks, but it makes a lot of sense. Because again, this is Twin Peaks the game, essentially. So did you guys get the Twitch guy holding his head again? That second time? Yeah, okay, so yeah, like I said, it's definitely Twitch. York, stop putting weapons away until I tell you to, please. Okay, Trisha got the Twitch guy, and Katie got Air 2000, so it's all over the place. Good. This is the last place I would want a baby. I hear that growl. Serve on ammo. Anybody in here? Okay, anything for me to pillage in here? We're gonna hear this baby for a little while, so just get used to it. Also, you want to know something funny? No. No, thank you. Is that, that, like, sting noise that, was made when the reverse peace sign, showed up on the window was, like, that's a basic, like, free sound effect thing that you hear in a lot of really crappy indie horror, which is pretty funny. But, like, again, that's just like, jank. It's full of murky water, a sickly blackish red color. Well, baby saved us from, Raincoat Man. Okay, somebody's growling, though. Alright. Be real freaking careful here. Oh, yeah! Aye. I'm glad I'm making gibberish and not just, like, outright screaming like a little girl, because I don't want to do that. It's like the door wasn't locked. What? Me just very quietly panicking and making nonsense noises? At least it's not, what did you call it? Junior Weenie Hut? Weenie Hut Junior? Weenie Hut Junior. I don't know why I always mess that up. Did it for money. Okay, this is the most bullshit thing, because you should just be able to press forward and have York, like, automatically climb up and down. But no. Like, this is one of the controls I'll gripe about for a very specific reason that you'll find out later in this level. Oh, I see you. Oh! I forgot you were there, friend. Oh. Will somebody give that baby a bottle? Okay, nothing in here. No, York. You've had Trombies out and about. You really think it's smart? There's some light coming through the lockers. Feel like peeking, Zach? What are you laughing at? The fact that I immediately did the up. Alright, God. This kind of feels like the, just all the lockers around gives me, like, the Silent Hill 1 vibe, where you hear something, and then, like, you open it up, and it's a cat, and then you go to either the other world or, like, the normal world in Silent Hill, and then you find a dead cat in the exact same spot in the high school. The baby crying led us to a gearbox. Looks like a normal gearbox. Whatever this is for, without it, it probably won't work. Except this weird baby crying cue just, leads us to, objects. Alright, come on. I have to fight my way out of here. It's always what it means. And move forward and then move back. Alright. We've still got a couple of gross pools left. Alright. We're good. Okay. No agent honors. Damn it. Alright, I think there's a guy right around the corner here. No. Behind? Okay. I might be thinking of the other world, like, redos. And I pronounced it correctly, Katie, instead of redux. Yeah, most of the time it means trombies, but sometimes it's just for atmosphere, so that's what messes with me. Nothing here of any interest to me. Some of these have items. If you flush them. Stabilizer. The anti-heart attack. Try not to pay too much attention to Twitch because I get distracted. Can you imagine if, like, you flushed this, and then, because you know how some games, like, punish you for, like, looking in places? Can you imagine if you flushed this, and then just, like, a full-size Trombi came out of the toilet? And I actually did not have that thought until just now. That would suck. And would kind of add to the what the fuck. Yeah, there's black gook on the wall, and no Trombies coming out, which I don't like. And any Deadly Prem fan that's watching this and getting pissed at me for using the term Trombi instead of Shadow, I'm sorry. But I'm not. I like the term Trombi. Okay. Nobody wants to come out. Yeah, that would be terrifying, wouldn't it? Ooh, I'll take the flare. Once I get York's car, I won't really need it, but it's good to have. Because we're still a bit of a ways off from York's car. Sadly, once we get York's car, we're not gonna be able to drive it much. I was like, what the hell? Okay, well, behind me isn't spawning anything. Because we'll have fast travel for most of the places we want to go. But, it is very useful. We're still gonna get York's car, and it just seems like a shame not to. Alright, wasted a couple of bullets. Because these have finite ammo, so... Although, there will be a map. Like I said, there's a couple of maps, and the first one leads you to infinite SMG. So, that'll be nice. We'll be doing that as soon as I can. And then the second one is infinite shotgun. And then another side quest I have can get me infinite magnum. Oh. It will be handy as fuck, especially because some people go through the game without getting those. Like, I know the first time we played it through on my 360 in college, we didn't do any side quests. And, like, you can do it without, but I mean, it's just nice to have. Just makes the game a little bit easier. For people who hate seeing shit on the screen, though, because as you've noticed, like, the pickups and stuff, they're in a bright blue. It gets annoying. But that's about it. Alright. Yeah, I hear you. See, Katie, there's a lot of your favorite Trombi here.
Bullseye. Amazing.
See, it does pay me for headshots. I just don't get them that much. There's some machinery behind the elevator. It has power, alright, but the motor doesn't seem to be working. A motor for the elevator. It doesn't seem to be working. There's a recess for fitting something, maybe? How about that there gearbox? The gear fits the recess like a glove. We should be able to move the elevator now. I can't remember if there's a point to going down those... or to going over the, going over this. Let me hop up here real quick. I think it's just for extra money / items, but I'm gonna double check. Yeah, it's just for these agent honors. That's fine. I'll need the extra money. You have to pay $5,000 to get York's car back, so... And that's, you know, after you finish the Benjamin Franklin side quest. Poke. Sorry about that. Crap in my throat. I fell asleep lying on my back. Yeah, riding an elevator in a rickety lumber mill, York. Something is tangled up somewhere. Sounds like something is tangled up somewhere. Let's peek.
Huh?
Damaged red hair, but Anna was blonde. Cool, elevator fight. SMG and me staying calm. I guess it counts on you to panic, but there's only 2 enemies. Oh, Jesus. I thought something went wrong with my game for a second with that noise. Well, bollocks. Looks like the power's out. We'll need to restore power to move this elevator, Zach. Or I can go anywhere. Let's take a little save. See, now my PS3 has the date and the time correct. Last time it didn't. That's... Alright. Just let Arthur do what he wants. Yes, I do name my consoles. PS3 is Arthur. Gives me something to say when I'm talking to it. Nope, don't need the bar. Okay, just wanted to check out back here, make sure there wasn't any money. Looks like the door wasn't locked. Okay, so we can go through there. This has some agent honors. I want to make sure there's nothing down here. Yeah. Lollipop. Okay, now we can go through the door.
Amazing.
Alright. The reason I'm waiting is sometimes there's a little bit of a respawn time. Like, the later in the game, you'll see that some zombie spawning areas just need to wait a minute before they'll spawn more, and you only have to take so many out. And then there's some that just spawn forever, which later in the game can be much harder to distinguish from. There are no handprints around that part of the, around the part where a doorknob should be. A weird design, it seems. So, I always double check. You're always going to see me pausing and waiting for more enemies to spawn. York! Stop! Dude. Oh, I hate this corridor. I hate these corridors. We're in a tight maze. And they can spawn. Yeah, like I said, I hate this place. This is my least favorite Otherworld section, and it's not that difficult. It is where the difficulty spikes a little bit. Like, by the way, we're gonna be throwing some shit at you. Okay, send it to the toolbox then. So I think that's why. It's not like any level is particularly hard, as long as you stay calm. The game is absolutely 100% counting on you to panic. Which we did our first playthroughs. I've done my fair share of panicking at this game. Okay, that's where I need to go. But I would be remiss if I didn't check. And make an easier way out for myself. Okay. Ay, 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 ay. Hello, I see you. I sounded a little bit like what's his name from Power Rangers. Lock to the padlock. I should be able to break this. Alright. This is why we get our custom gun. You are not allowed to unequip the custom gun, by the by. So, the room starts filling up with purple gas. And you are timed. And if you don't do it, York goes like crazy. York just goes... It's a very unique game over, where York goes absolutely insane. Okay, nothing else in here. It is. He just kind of starts laughing. A hand on the floor, shaped just like those on the door. Hand-shaped doorknob. It is a really interesting and pretty freaky game over, actually. I haven't experienced it, I've seen it on YouTube. You respawning assholes.
Nice shot.
Oh, I got a headshot on him somewhere. Okay. Okay, I've got to force myself to relax. I'm tense because I know certain events happen and I can't remember exactly where they do. So I start tensing up, and that means I'm, one, gonna mess up, and two, going to, yeah, I'm gonna mess up, and I'm going to, jump out of my skin. Because that's what horror games count on.
Amazing.
And it wasn't in that area, I guess, which is why I told myself I had to relax. Unpucker that butthole. I am trying. So I'm supposed to use this as a doorknob. The doorknob is shaped like a hand. Classy for a lumber mill. We'll need to give a little handshake to open the door. Ow. Sorry, I hurt one of my legs again with how I'm sitting.
Huh?
Who's surprised that that happened? And if you hear any clack clack clacking, that's me shaking my that's me rattling the that's the noise of the joystick rattling against the sides. My controllers are fine. Yeah, but like, are you surprised though? Like, it's shaped like a hand. It's one of those things where it's like, this seems legit. Okay, so she tried to run and broke her nail. He cut her open. Yeah, Anna, yeah, it's a fucked up way to go. Kind of mad I'm not getting bullets. I don't want to run out. Alright. Anybody in here? Yeah, no bullets for me. I mean, I do have my FBI, my 9mm, but I mean, the SMG is really nice. But there is actually an enemy specifically that is made for negating your you using the SMG as a crutch, which is pretty clever. Alright, I need to blow those up from a safe distance without blowing myself up. I don't think I can. I think we're just going to take some damage. Wow. Yeah, we're just going to take some damage. It's alright. Shake it off, York. I really wanted those $10, alright? I think that's a really fucking cool moment. Let me pause here, because I noticed my Twitch stream isn't loading, so I don't know if it's going out. Yep. Okay. Stop streaming. Oh, now OBS is doing the not responding thing. Come on, don't do that. I need you to keep recording. Okay, thank God. Alright. Are we back up? We should be back up. Yep. Okay, Mod missed the scare. How about the rest of chat? Did you guys catch it? And it's not my internet this time, because my internet is performing perfectly. It is Twitch. Oh, that sucks! Okay, well, it's on the recording, but... which is why I record. But, what happens is... you look in the mirror here, and in the reflection, you see the Raincoat guy with the axe right behind you in that hallway. And then he kicks the door open. It's a very subtle, very cool scare. Like, that's actually a really clever scare. Yeah, we've got a lot of points where it could potentially do that. Because... for being gameplay oriented... Shake it off, York. The Otherworld can actually be very cinematic in certain spots. Really? I was using that as a barrier and I still exploded. Give me a freaking health kit. Alright, we're good. Look, there was a shiny, and I want the shiny. Coffee! My phone went off. Is that the food? Yes, it is. Okay. Hang on, let me... Alright. Open. Turkey sandwich. Put it in the toolbox. Oh. I need to have my, there we go. My browser back open. Just to check. That's how I knew it was going out again, because my stream started to be like, Alright, we've got kind of another mazy area. Oh, Jesus. That's why I have to stay relaxed. Oh! Any level where he's there, he'll come at you. Randomly. That's why I was telling myself I absolutely had to stay relaxed. Because if I didn't... And for as long as it actually looks like the prompt is on screen, it's actually a fairly short amount of time. By the time your brain registers it and you go to press the button... it's pretty much run out. Like, it's very surprisingly quick. Oh, there's an agent on her. So yeah, our friend is hanging out in these corridors right now. And I honestly don't remember which way to go, so... we're just gonna keep walking until I find it. Oh yeah, and Tromby spawn. So literally a QTE or a Tromby could be waiting around the corner, and this is part of the reason I hate the lumber mill. Is this the right? Yes, this is the right door. Oh yeah, this place is super creepy. Especially because, like, unlike, well, I mean, the wooded path, I mean, you were in the middle of the woods, so that was also kind of a creep factor. But, in a place like, the hospital, you know, like, that's a normal everyday area. Which is creepy in and of itself, but this place was abandoned to begin with. Alright. $60 is mine, thank you. Okay. Oh, it actually would not let me body check the door. It's true, hospitals are also more common in horror games. Lumberbills not so much. That's very true. York's got the serious face, so we know. It's a serious right now. We have a chance to save, so we should do so. And we should do so just in case the stream goes south, because things are going to start getting kind of cinematic in the area. And I'm not going to have time to start and stop the stream. Let's see. Yeah, the hunger and the sleepiness is fine. Health-wise, we're fine. Toolbox, we can take that medkit out, though. The medium medkit. Because you can only hold so many of an item in there as well. So. I didn't want 4 medkits, but I also did use them sparingly. White noise on the TV. Who turned it on, I wonder? Especially when there's no power? More like, why is there power here? Nothing. A circuit breaker used to control the flow of electricity. The elevator should be back up and running. Wait. I'm watching it drop. Alright. Twitch, you were like threatening me. Yeah. Oh, I feel bad for anybody who watches my streams on YouTube just because of me constantly being like, oh, problems. But, I mean, problems everywhere. It's locked. Right, I didn't turn the damn power on. Poke. Here we go. Don't want that. No bueno. No thank you. Please. And you know we've got to pick up the damn phone. The phone is ringing again. Let's try to trace the call this time, Zach. With what? Hey! Hey! How you doing? How you doing? It's locked from the outside. We could take a peek through the window here. We have to take a peek through the window. He's here again. Let's hide quickly if we don't want this to be a problem, Zach. Oh my god, hide. For the love of God, York. So I think this is kind of cool. It's a little clunky, but you kind of get to see things from his eyes as well. Yeah, remember that hold your breath thing we found out? Thankfully, it stays on R2. They never change it just to be an asshole. You could also, like, hide under the table and stuff. Yeah, Katie. Go to the red marker on the ground. Notice how York's heartbeat is accelerating, too. And if he finds you, it's an instant kill. You can hide under the tables and stuff. He does check hiding places. I don't know. It's never happened to me. So I don't know if he can actually check a hiding place that you're in. Or if he checks like every other one. Regardless of where you pick. But always, like, under the table always seems like a really stupid idea to me. He hangs around a while. Okay. Yeah, your heart rate doesn't go down until you leave. So you can't actually have a heart attack in the locker and game over.
Zach, this is a waste of time. Let's go.
Pin York being blasé. Remember that. Take that and just pin it. It's a detail I focus on anyway. It's not a detail everybody focuses on, but it's one I do. Because he's obviously freaked out. Alright. Yeah. And like I said, things get a little... Oh, fuck. I was saying, sort of take the mental image of York being, like, blasé about that, even though he was obviously scared. Like, and then comes out like, oh, that's a waste of time, let's go. Like, take that and just kind of pin it in your head. We are kind of at the point where, it's like, gonna pick up cinematically. And there's not going to be a lot I can do at the time to start and stop the stream. So, if it drops during this kind of thing, you've just, like, and if you want to see it, you're going to have to see it when it goes up on YouTube, which I got to start uploading these onto YouTube. We'll go back and save. Or no, I already did save, so it's fine. If it completely cuts out, I can always... I mean, my goal is to get to the end of this, though. And then call it a stream. My goal is pretty much to go to... the Tree of Anna, and then here. I'm sorry. To make sure it's nothing important. Okay. Ah! Hit my mic stand. Yeah. But yeah. So hopefully we can just get through this. Yeah, no kidding. Fingers crossed. Oh shit. And this is why it's bullshit. You have to climb up and then climb down. And even if I smashed these crates, they would respawn. Because I did that last time. Hello. Please destroy it. Thanks. And is this a common mechanic, you may be asking? Why, yes. Yes, it is. Oh my god, this is so clunky and awkward. Run! Oh, Lord. I'm never sure whether to wiggle the controller. Oh, God. Okay. It's not an instant game over if he catches you. I disconnected. I can't help that. Oh, God. Almost gamed over. York, get up. Oh, they're gonna have a fun time on YouTube with this one. Move, 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 move. It's because I didn't evade with X. I miss those prompts all the time. Oh, could you open the door any more slowly? Like, when body checking comes in handy. Oh, Jesus. He was... Oh. Whew! That's a good blood pump. That's a good heart racer. Let's check. I'm okay on the stream right now. At least on my end. Are you guys there? Because you just missed a shit of a chase. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you did. You missed a huge chase. I'll play it for you after the recording is done. I'll pull the recording up for you. So don't worry about it. Oh, man. It's cool. I'll play it for you guys at the end. Oh. That's, oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Essentially, we shook the Raincoat Killer, but he is nowhere near gone. I hear you. Okay, you're up ahead. A little hard to see. Okay. And we're not done yet. We're gonna save. Yeah, I'm running a little bit past, but once I finish the lumber mill and the cutscenes, then I will be finished, because that was my whole goal, was to get through these two areas, because I knew that they were time-consuming. The other world gets time-consuming, so I've been worried about that in the back of my head as to what I can possibly do for the later levels where it's just really long. And the game kind of goes on rails. Okay. Evade. Oh my god. I can't believe I actually made that. Ah! Shit! I always die on this section, no matter what. Always die. I pressed the button too late. This is the level where I always fail a QTE event. Thankfully, I actually usually die at the circle prompt. So I was so shocked that I dodged that I was like, Thankfully, it saves you right here, which is very nice of the game. Because it realizes that... But yeah, this is literally, if you were watching me, like, talk about how I had one continue when I did my plat run of this is the spot. You've kind of just got to memorize it. R1. Ah, attack! Missed it, but I can strafe left and attack. So that's what happened last time. It does have a save point right before the elevator, but they didn't even want you to have to do the tedium of that. I've literally never succeeded at that QTE ever. So I was fully expecting to die. I just didn't fail the part that I thought I would. And we've got our final piece of evidence. And York teleported back here for convenience's sake, thank God. So it looks like he fed her something. He was doing something she wasn't okay with. She tries to run. Breaks her nail. He bites out her tongue. Cuts her open. And she's in shock and starts to bleed out.
That's all the information we need, Zach. Let's go back and show them what we found.
So it's been a few hours.
Have you seen any of these things before?
No, not that I know of. But that raincoat is a little odd.
Odd? In a town where it rains so much?
Well, the people here rarely go out in the rain. I moved here during high school, and I never really understood why. Can you shed some light on this, George?
Oh, well, there's an old story, folklore. It's a fairy tale to me. Something about a killer in a raincoat who appears on rainy nights. A vicious killer in a bright red raincoat. Yeah, that was it. Just a foolish piece of superstition. A rubbish story someone made up. Not many people still believe it, but I guess it's a traditional place. Most of the shops still close up when it rains. School's out, too. And since there's no reason to go out, not many people ever wear raincoats.
And now the Raincoat Killer has leapt out from his picture book. Oh, by the way, would you two kindly show me your backs?
Our backs? Is this related to the case?
The person with the upside-down peace mark in that photo we found. He's our killer.
And what makes you so sure about that?
Zack and I saw him kill Anna in the lumber mill. He killed her. Right in there. Oh, one thing. Please don't ask me about Zack. That's a private matter.
Anyway, by showing me your backs, we can clear up most of my concerns about you. Isn't that for the best? You do want to remove yourselves from the suspect list. It will make things a lot easier.
This is insane. Your methods are rude, insulting, and out of the question. And Emily is a female officer. Forcing her to show you her back is harassment. I don't care if you are FBI or not. You are out of line.
George, it's okay. Let's just show him and get it over with.
Emily, are you crazy?
Look, we flash our backs and he'll start trusting us a little more. Right? Agent York?
Are you satisfied now?
Yes. My apologies.
Now you, George.
Yeah, okay. I can't refuse it now, can I? But don't expect to get your way all the time, Agent Morgan.
Huh?
George.
What are these scars?
Just like your Mr. Zack. Something private. I don't have to tell you about it.
Of course. Just like Zack. We can understand that, right, Zack?
Anyway, this will make things a lot easier from now on. I'm glad to say you're both pretty much off the hook. Thank you for your cooperation.
If anyone is suspicious around here, it's him. He's the most suspicious.
No, I don't think so. But he certainly is the most irritating.
We've studied the crime scene. You know what we have to do next, Zack.
George, can we arrange to have the townfolk gather in one place? There are some things I want to address with the townfolk.
Very well. I'll arrange to have as many as possible gather in the community center tomorrow.
Thank you, George.
There we go. I muted my microphone because I know the dialogue got quiet. And I was like, fucking white noise comes in on this. I know like the dull like ka-dunk is a little immersion breaking, but okay. Yeah, York really does care about Zack. He goes on to say later that Zack is his best friend. So, I mean, he absolutely does.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hi, Thomas.
Thomas. Agent Morgan, it's past 2100. Let's meet up again at the community center tomorrow. I haven't been sleeping much since this all started, to be honest. I'm exhausted.
I was just about to suggest the same thing.
I'll make arrangements for people to gather between 1500 and 1700. I'll try and get as many people as I can to come, so don't be late, okay? Don't be late.
I'll be there.
The community center's on the south side. I've marked it on your map.
Thanks, Thomas.
Well then, see you tomorrow.
Alright. Don't be late, will you, York? We'll have to, he's doing pretty good on the food department. We'll have to, we'll have to see. York's gonna be a rude asshole. Yeah, it's between 3 and 5 is such a weird time to hold, like, a whole town meeting. Like, you would think it would be, like, first thing in the morning. Don't you fucking disconnect. Oy vey. Whoop. Oh, well, shit. I wonder... Cannot access specified channel. It is, yeah, it is having problems connecting to the server. Oh no! Okay, there we go. It started raining, so I'm wondering... If I can, we can get this part 1 of this side quest with Emily out of the way really quick. I don't know if this counts or not, though. Because if so, that would be very nice. Nope, it's still closed. Damn it! That sucks. That would have been nice, though. I nearly went to the hospital. I've done that a couple of times with fast travel. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Oh, wait. There is somebody. Maybe I can get that dialogue I was looking for last time. Hang on, Polly. I'm just wondering if I can, because if I could, that would be nice. Because I've had the guide tell me it's there, but I haven't gotten it. Let's see. I'm not gonna be playing for much longer. I just want to see if I can get this. I'm disappointed I can't get the Emily side quest. Let's see. Becky. Because I'm told Becky has different dialogue. I'm told Becky has different dialogue when it's raining, so I'm hoping I can get it. Because I was never actually able to get it. Yeah, sadly, I will say there are going to be sometimes where we are just wasting days, like smoking cigarettes and crap, waiting for time to pass, eating, and just waiting for it to rain so I can do Emily's side quests. Oh, I do get it. Rain. Terrible things happen when it rains. Becky? No, no! I can't stand the rain. What happens when it rains? No, go away! Leave me alone! Zach. She was acting even stranger than normal today. I have a hunch. She saw something. Something horrible on a rainy day. Did not get that my last playthrough. I feel so bad for Becky. I mean, she essentially told Quint, who she had agreed to marry, that she couldn't be with him. Damn it, I just did it! Talking about me doing it made me do it. I also haven't had that yellow flare, so I'm like, what the hell is this doing? Great Deer Yard Hotel. I just see G, and I'm like, oh, Great Deer Yard Hotel. Like, I forget about Greenville General Hospital sometimes. Hi, Polly.
Oh, hi.
What can I do for you, Mr. Morgan? Rain at this time of night is a little scary, isn't it? It reminds me back when I was a little child and I couldn't sleep. Rain at night is never a good thing, especially in a town like this. Oh my, I know it's getting pretty late, but you shouldn't say things like that. I am a lady, you know. Sorry, Polly. Oh, Mr. Morgan, you are so silly. Do you enjoy making fun of me? Zach, she isn't doing this on purpose, is she? I love Polly.
Oh, hi.
It's getting pretty late, and since it still is raining, why don't you get some rest? That should have been a comma and a lowercase w. I really don't recommend going out. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you, Polly. Our door body check is a little lower this time. Let's take out. I couldn't keep count due to the fucking lag, yeah. Wow, I have 4 turkey sandwiches? No. I have 1. I was looking at the weapons down at the bottom, sorry. I'll eat the smoked salmon I got from the lumber mill. I mean, yeah. That's the perfect place. I'll eat it just so he doesn't wake up and then immediately start going hungry. There we go. You ate a lot. Okay, we'll do a long sleep, which will put us at 9 a.m. You give me Stinky Agent for being like 15 minutes or so. Okay. No, he's just hungry. It's fine. We're gonna change to the workaholic suit. Send that. Yes. Actually, we'll change to Crimson because we're gonna be side questing, and I want him to wear workaholic when he talks to people. I really like the workaholic suit. Don't judge me. I think it looks very sharp. Just the slate gray. Interestingly, York uses a straight razor when he shaves. You get more for shaving the more the game goes on, which I think is pretty awesome. And we'll save. So, let me see. Got the other world. Sorry, I'm looking at... Okay, yeah. Well, the first head quest gets us... the first thing I'll do on side quest is get that last bone by the Tree of Anna, which I couldn't get. Alright. Yeah, like, this is so thorough, and just, like, it tells you, like, when to go talk to people. Okay, yeah, no, we actually will be doing some more plot stuff, actually. It doesn't... We don't start the side questing until afterwards. Alright. That makes sense. So, we'll lead in with some plot next time. I just need to hop over and get a bone. And then I can go to... meeting. Ah, good lord. Sorry, I have to make sure I leave off in the right place. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get confused. Ah, there we go. The Tree of Anna. Okay, so completed. Get into Workaholic. You want to look your best when you're in front of the town. That rain sound that they have kind of sounds like a coffee cup going into old, like one of the old-fashioned coffee makers. Kind of sounds like it's straighting into a coffee pot. Okay, there we go. So, that is going to call it a wrap for Deadly Prem. I'm sorry about the lag issues for this on stream. But for those of you watching on YouTube, you at least got some interesting dialogue during that chase sequence. Streamers, or people in stream, don't leave. Once I end the recording, I'll play it back for you, so you'll see what you missed. But, anyway, I will see you guys on Tuesday. Same time as usual. So... have a good night, everybody, and I will see you in the next part.